What if confidence and anxiety aren't opposite? And what if they've been living inside you all along? Because here's the thing. I think we all been sold a lie that confident people don't get anxious. That if you feel nervous before a big meeting or a room full of people, or of course a tough conversation, you are somehow not ready, not capable, not enough, and so on. And what if that's completely wrong? And what if the most confident people that you know are also the ones that feel anxiety the most? They just learn how to live with it. And today I'm going to talk with you about confidence versus anxiety. And not as a battle, as one of them has to win, but as two parts of you that, when you understand, can actually work together in perfect synergy. And I'm going to share something personal with you because I think you need to hear that you are not alone in this. If we haven't met yet, I'm Brandy, the Dragonfly Coach, well-being and mindset coach, and HR professionals, and occasionally novice sailor. And I work specifically with HR and people leaders, the ones that they spend their day holding space for everyone else, solving everyone's problems, being strong for everyone else, and often forgetting that they are allowed that support too. And I believe deeply that real change doesn't just happen in your mind. It happens also in your body, in the nervous system, and of course in those moments that no one else sees. And I know this because I lived it. A few years ago, I met someone randomly when I was working, and after some time she told me, "I don't think I ever met someone as confident as you." And it puzzled me because, yes, outside I was the confident manager, always on heels, always walking straight, always walking around the hotels, what I was doing at that time. And people saw me as the most confident person, outspoken, loud, of course, emotional, but confident. And outside I was all that put together, ready with the answers. But inside, it was a completely different story. And even now, after years in HR, years of deep healing, of coaching people through their fears and self-doubt, I still have those moments when anxiety kicks in before meetings, before conversations I feel they will be difficult. And the mind goes, do I know everything? Can I do this? Is my voice going to be calm enough? Am I enough? Am I too much? Am I, again, not enough? And most of the time, with lots of preparations, with havening, tapping, and everything else I accumulate over the years, I'm okay, and I find my ground again. But what happened with the meetings that you don't prepare enough? The ones that feel so easy on the paper, and you go in the meeting and you think everything is going to be okay, and things are far, far from okay. That one word, one thing, it switches the full meeting, and you trying to grasp to go back to what it was 2 minutes ago. What about those meetings? And of course, those are the moments I remember the most, and I'm sure you too, because those are the moments when at the end of the meeting you keep going around in your head, what did you do wrong? But also for me, those are my meetings where I quietly slide my hands under the table and I start to apply the havening techniques. And no one sees it, but my nervous system gets it. And I'm sure you noticed that how some people do this constantly, and then they kind of like rub their hands on their thighs, and they're all the time like this. And it's not like they know what they are doing consciously, that this is havening techniques. It's automatically our body tells us this is a comfort movement, and this regulates emotions. So let me show you what I actually do. Let me teach you how I use this tool in the meeting room, on the corridors, in the 2 minutes before a call that feels too much. It's called havening techniques. And for me, it was, when I found out about this, it was one of the most powerful yet quietly invisible tools that I know. So if you haven't heard me talking yet about havening, havening is a psychosensory technique, which is a fancy way of saying that it uses touch to send a calming signal directly to your nervous system. And when you use that specific touch on your face, on your hands, or on your arms, it generates delta waves to the brain, which are the ones that are most calming, and they are present when you are in deep restorative sleep. It literally tells your brain that threat is not real. No one is chasing you. You are safe. You can think clearly now. And the beautiful thing is you can do it even with people around you, and no one will ever know. And another beautiful thing about this technique is that in a full session, you can do it without talking much. Some people don't like to talk, but while doing this and going through the motion of thinking of all the situations, the brain gets that feeling that it's safe, and whatever situation you were dealing with is no longer big. So I want you to take a deep breath in and out. And now place your hands either like this or on your cheeks, or from shoulders to hands like this. Gently, no pressure. And if you want, you can close your eyes and just notice the feeling of your hands. And if you don't like that, try the shoulders and the hands under the table, for when you are in a room full of people that you need 3 seconds for yourself. And this is what I do in real meetings, in real moments, and no one sees it. And it works because it tells your nervous system that you are not in danger, that you are safe. So what happens when havening helps, but the meeting still doesn't go the right way? What happens when, despite your best efforts, everything still goes pear-shaped? And this is where I want to shift something for you. Most people, and I used to be one of those, leave a meeting where things didn't go right and start replaying everything over and over. The moment you keep replaying an event over and over, doesn't matter what event, a meeting, hard meeting, something traumatic, anything in your life, your mind doesn't know the difference between that meeting happened 5 hours ago to now. Your whole nervous system, body, everything still feels that you are in that meeting. So you're putting your body over and over through that process, and you become your harshest critic. That inner voice that keeps on and on. Why did I say that? I should have known better. And of course, I'm not good enough for this. And that voice doesn't build your confidence. It constantly feeds your anxiety. So what to do? First, acknowledge whatever happened without judgment. Just look at it as from outside. Not that I failed, but that was hard. That didn't go as I hoped. And that's okay. Give yourself the same kindness you would give a colleague, a friend, someone else. And not, what did I do wrong? But what is this moment trying to teach me? Maybe you needed more preparation. Maybe you were trying to control something that wasn't yours to control. Maybe it's your body trying to tell you something important and you didn't stop to listen. Now, after so many years of healing and everything, I believe that every difficult moment has something inside to teach us. It might be a skill that you need to build, a boundary that you realize that you need to put in place, a way to preparing yourself next time. But what did I do wrong? That will never help you. That will keep you stuck in that moment, the wrong moment, whatever you want to call it. So when you find that positive anchor of what does it teach you, write it down, say it out loud. Look at the growth, not just at the discomfort. They're both parts of you. And you can put them together to work together. As confidence is not the absence of anxiety. It is the decision to keep going, to keep learning, and to keep showing up. Even when your hands are under the table, practicing havening constantly. So if you're an HR professional, people leader, or someone who is tired of performing confidence while managing that anxiety inside of you, this is a space for you. And you don't have to have it all together. You just have to be willing to look a little deeper at what does your mind trying to tell you? Because your mind doesn't try to tell you that you are not enough or all that nonsense that we tell ourselves. And learn the tools that they can help. And if this resonated with you, save it and share it with someone that struggles with anxiety. And outside, they are all confident. And I'll see you on the next one. And take care of yourself.